Good evening, Leroy. How you doing?
Good evening, my friend. How are you? Long time no see.
Right? Yeah, it's weird. It was weird to actually see you physically on Sunday. Because I was thinking about it. It was the first time I guess we'd seen each other since was it the time we played golf in COVID?
Yeah, we haven't seen each other in like 5 years in person. We hang
Yeah.
out every week, but seeing each other in person is quite different. And let me tell you, first off, my goodness, what a fantastic environment. What a great place to watch a football game. Fantastic tailgating. Absolutely dynamite environment and just a lot of fun from every. I was talking to Grayson, who came with on the way home, and everything about that day was perfect. A dynamite football game that had us both thinking that we had the game won, and it was one of those things where
Sam never thought they had the game won. And if, in fact, and we can get to the game itself, I'm pretty sure I looked at you and said, I've seen this story. I know exactly how it's going to end.
yes, but as a Bears fan, I've seen how that game ends also, and I think that we are two similar franchises. But we'll talk about that in a second. From when we left to when we got there, and everything that we dealt with, the day was perfect. Everything was fantastic, and I wouldn't have traded it for anything. So thank you for an awesome weekend. Grayson and I had a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So you got there. You probably walked into the tailgate about 11:15, give or take.
Yeah.
And it's funny because one of the people we tailgate with is from Taylorville.
Yeah.
And what's funny is it's probably, I don't know, 6 weeks ago or so, I remember sending you a message because we had a conversation. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how Taylorville came up in the conversation. I don't know if he said, "Hey, I'm from Taylorville." And I was like, "What? I know somebody from Taylorville." And he's like, "No, you don't. Nobody's from there."
Anybody from Taylorville.
But what was hilarious is, and I should have pulled the video, and I don't even know if there was a way to send it, or is that he commented. So our guy, Mark Moran, he commented an AI video of a group picture that he took that has me, you, Mick, Grayson. No, Steven. I don't know that we're going to get to the Dodgers World Series, but it's me, you, Mick, Grayson, another guy we tailgate, his name is Alex, and his wife, Lisa. And it was an AI, like it was just a selfie of us being like this. But the actual video,
I can't get the video, but
can you full screen it and screen share? Let me see if I can even do that, because the video is hilarious that he AI'd, because each time I watch it, there's something better that I see. I don't know how many times you've watched it, Leroy.
So hold on a second. Here we go.
Careful with the screen share. We know what that happens sometimes.
I know.
But it okay, let's see. Okay, so here it is.
All right,
so here's this video. AI. In fact, can I go full screen? Here, let's go full screen. Well, let me go full screen. Yes. So here's the video that he did this is an AI video. So the best part is about this is Leroy is holding in his hand an Italian beef sandwich. And
delicious.
The AI video has you throwing it up into the air and then yet miraculously somehow catching it, but yet it hits the ground at the same time.
What does it turn into?
I don't know. It looks like it turns into a cheeseburger. Mick, who is, my Jungle Juice co-host, who's on the left, I've never seen him smile that big. He's never that happy. Alex Schubert, who is the guy in between Mick and myself, has 3 hands. He's also clapping and then and then he's got the hand going behind Mick's head.
3.
Mine is my arm just looks freakishly long.
Look how long your hands look, Gormley.
Yes, right? I've just got freakishly big hands. My favorite part, though, in this entire thing, though, is you just throwing the food up into the air and yet it miraculously turning back into it. I just love it. Look, there it goes. Because if anybody knows Leroy, there's no chance that he would ever throw food up into the air. No chance. No chance. It is Jay Billis' hands or something. But that video, when Mark posted that earlier, it made me a lot happier than it should have because I watched it over and over again and just laughed every single time because it was hilarious. But
no, Steven, we have not gotten to the dot. Don't worry, we'll get to your World Series talk. Don't worry, I've got it in my tidbits. We'll get there.
But the game itself was one of the wilder football games.
I was thinking about it on the way home, and listen, you and I have watched a lot of football. Whether it's college, whether it's NFL, we've seen some crazy games. But I don't remember a game quite like that one. 89 points scored in that game, including 3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the game. Which is crazy.
The thing is the Bears were winning 41-27 with like 1 minute and 45 seconds left, and a minute later we're losing.
And I got the picture of the scoreboard when the Bears were up because I wanted to joke about, what could go wrong up by 2 touchdowns, minute 45, because everybody left. That was the crazy part is all the Bengals, and Sam, you and I talked about this now. That's actually fairly normal. I didn't know that, but that's actually fairly normal. But everybody left when there was like a minute 45, other than this stupid group of rowdy Bears fans in front of us.
And they were annoying.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, you can say that. Mick and I were talking on the way out. Mick, I think, made the comment to you is now I think, so what we've had season tickets for now 4 or 5 years. I don't even remember how long it's been. But so we have seen throughout that stretch, we've probably seen half of the fan bases in the NFL, give or take, maybe 20. And I like to always kind of think in my head, okay, who are the best ones that we said? Who are the ones that were like, where are you guys? And then who are the ones that are, I would be fine if you all don't come back. I don't know that the Bears fans are quite at that level. That's Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh fans are rough. I mean, like I think I told this story on this show. If not, I did. I know I did on Jungle Juice. How Mick and I had a beer thrown on us in the Pittsburgh game, which we don't talk. Like I might have talked a little smack to you, but I don't think it was anything because I've seen this story. But they were letting us have it. And then at the very end, it was funny when Homeboy realized, we might lose this. He turned around and he looked at Mick and I and started like, man, I respect you guys for sticking it out. It's like, oh, what's that, huh? You gonna start playing nice now when it looks like the Bears are gonna choke this game away in what would have been an all-time choke.
But they didn't.
No.
And the Bengals squandered 65 yards in the last, you had 3 guys right there that could have made that tackle.
Leroy,
and
I've told you this.
Was just like, I've
told you this. But the Bengals defense couldn't tackle the Taylorville High School offense.
The meltdown afterwards from several of your offensive players was quite. Has Zach Taylor lost that locker room?
I don't think it's that. Okay. I mean, do you blame him for being pissed off?
No. I'm asking from an outsider.
I think no.
I'm asking from an outsider. Chase Brown threw a fit. Obviously, Jamar Chase threw a fit. Obvious. And again, this is just from an outsider's perspective.
Chase Brown pretty much just said, "Do your effing job." And Mick and I watched that, and we were like, I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong? Just do your job. And because that's the thing with the Bengals is it's like they get a stop there, they win the game, and everyone's like, wow, what an unbelievable win at home. You're going into the bye week and you're feeling somewhat optimistic. And instead now you're thinking, in the last 3 weeks in the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals have scored more points than anybody, and they're 1-2.
Bengals are the first team to score 80 points in 2 games and lose both of them since 1963.
Yeah, I mean, we had the stat on Jungle Juice that right now the Bengals defense, which is booty, insert adjective you want to use, hot garbage.
Yep.
They are. I got to find the stat here because I got to pull it up. So they are right now allowing 33.3 points per game. In professional football history, the only teams that have average giving up more points than that: the 1963 Broncos, the 50 Packers, the 48 Lions, the 1922 Louisville Brecks, the 1923 Rochester Jeffersons, the 1952 Dallas Texans, the New York Giants in 66, Washington in 54, the New York Brickley Giants in 1921, the Baltimore Colts in 1950, and then the Muncie Flyers in 1920, and Leroy, your favorite NFL team of all time, the Tonawanda Cardex in 1921.
All time. Love that team. I looked him up. I spent after I saw Alex's comment, I spent a whole 20 minutes longer than what I should have doing research on that football team. Fantastic. Love it.
But I mean, my thing is throughout all of this is obviously a lot of the questions for Bengals fans has been, okay, fire. And my thing is, it's like, okay, let's talk about the defensive coordinator, Al Golden. Does he have anything to work with?
Right.
Because, I mean, you're looking at, in that game, their best defensive player did not play. And that's Trey Hendrickson. He's their best defensive player. And in all seriousness, a guy that you want in there on a drive late in the game. Because he is a closer. He could have gone in there. They sacked Caleb Williams once in that last drive, and the Bengals probably win the game. They probably win the game. Because that's all really you need on one of those last drives. But since they don't have that, Paul, Jordan Battle is hot garbage. Hot garbage. He has had a terrible season. He's decent against the run, but he cannot cover Leroy out there. And that's saying something.
Listen, I am saved a week from Chicago media by them winning that game. It's so funny. And you see it in Cincinnati and other areas as well, but it's so hysterical the way that media takes every Sunday. Every Sunday, right? Your team wins the game, and it doesn't matter if they come back and win or whatever, or if they play awful but still pick up a win. Hey, we won the game. Everything's right in the world. We're going to the playoffs, right? You lose a game, and then all of a sudden we need to fire people. Need to get to the bottom of why we're losing. Because it's such a short season, and because every game is so critical and so important, it becomes almost ridiculous, the amount of just stupidity that comes from doom and gloom to world beaters. That's right. Let's go. World beaters. No one can stop us.
Yeah, it's just frustrating for the Bengals right now, because, I mean, they right now, the top 3 most missed tackles in the NFL are all Cincinnati Bengals for players. And that's just doing it. Paul, his biggest issue is missed tackles. So he gets points because he's had 3 or 4 interceptions this year. I think he's had 1 or 2 sacks maybe, but he just misses so many tackles, which is where you look at like the PFF grading. It's not great for him. And he's a frustrating player because he's been riding up and down the waves. He's had some really good games, but on Sunday, he's one of the players that whiffed on Colston Loveland in the middle. You have 2 hands on a guy, you got to bring him down.
Did you guys punt on Sunday?
Once.
Okay, so the Packers are the first team since 1982 to not punt in the game and lose.
And go ahead, say who they lost to. I know you've been waiting for this.
Carolina, that's right.
Okay. After the game, though, Leroy had one request, and that was, he said, I want to go to Skyline after the game. I was like, buddy,
absolutely.
You don't have to twist my arm about going to Skyline.
No, going to Skyline in Cincinnati is like going to Waffle House in Georgia.
Yeah, and I said, you know what? I am down. So we went to Skyline, and for Grayson, who went with you, it was his first time. Now, I'm curious. I've been curious about this. He told us after that he liked it. When he got into the car, did he back it up and say that he actually did like it, or did he give you his real answer of not being a fan?
No, he said he loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was intrigued.
We had the windows down for most of the car ride home, but
why's that? Well, I love it. The amount of chili they brought on that table was an insane amount.
And you
For
guys,
5 days.
I mentioned the very, very beginning of the show. Everything about Sunday went perfect. Everything went perfect, from the drive to the tailgating to the game to the drive home. Everything was fantastic, other than one tiny little thing. We stopped at Taco Bell to get Taco Bell breakfast because both of us thought it sounded really, really good. So we stopped, and the one Taco Bell did not open until 9 o'clock. Mind you, we left at like 5 a.m., so they weren't open. It's just like 7:15. So it wasn't like we were there god-awful early. We were there at like 7:15. They're like, we were open till 9. All right, fine. So we drive to Brownsburg, Indiana, and we stop at Taco Bell, and it's 9:03. He goes, we stopped serving breakfast at 9 a.m. So Grayson gets this the Lux box, which has like a bean burrito and all kinds of stuff. So he had Taco Bell, then he had beer, and then he had Skyline afterwards. Bro said it was messing him. He said it was delicious, but it messed him up for the next like 2 days.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Oh yeah.
But like, come on, man. It doesn't. What time is breakfast supposed to be served? 7 to freaking 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. 10:30. I feel like is the time that
it was a very bold move. And he was driving. We were driving back, and he goes, "Leroy, what the heck was I thinking?"
At least you didn't do the extreme cheese on top of the Skyliner. You would have had to probably pulled off a couple of times. You'd had to pull off. I knew though. I knew though, and I don't remember if we told you this story or not, or if we told it to someone else before you got there, but I knew it was going to be a rough day for the Bengals. As soon as we pulled out of Mick's condo complex. So we pull onto the road, and it's like a 3-lane road. So you got 2 lanes and you got a middle turn lane. And so I'm getting ready to pull out, and a car, is coming down the road. So we let them go because we're turning right. And as we turn right, we get behind her, and she's driving, we'll say a 2017 sedan. I don't remember what it was. And she immediately whips it off into the middle lane and stops, throws open her side door, and I'm talking blowing. And Mick and I look at one another. We're like, well, that's a happy Sunday morning to you too. I was like, it's 9:45 a.m.
Ominous start to your Sunday, man. That is an ominous start.
Yes. And I was like, well, good morning, Cincinnati. I did appreciate, though, that the server at Skyline didn't want to serve you in Grayson, which was really funny.
But she took care of us. She gave us extra crackers and all kinds of.
What was in your goodie bag?
We had crackers and little packets of hot sauce, and it was fantastic. They took care of us. Yeah,
it's very nice of her. But you'll have to come. In fact, Mick and I were looking the Friday, Saturday, Sunday before the All-Star break. Cubs at Reds.
Okay. All right.
There you go. In middle of July, because who doesn't want to go to the middle of Cincinnati in the middle of July? It'll only be 97 degrees out.
Woo!
And nice and humid.
The Ohio too. Woo!
So there we go. Is Grayson a Cubs fan then too?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy. World Series happened though. We were at the casino. Yeah, Steven, you have to come up for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the World Series. Game 6, the ball gets stuck in the wall.
Game 6 was Friday. Okay, so I had football Friday, so I didn't get to watch it at all.
Yes. So and Steven, I'd love to hear your comments on that. Obviously, depending on the park, Wrigley Field, that's absolutely a ground rule double. Right? Ball gets stuck, ground rule double. In this case, I've never seen a ball get stuck that was visible. It was visible. And I get where what people are saying, right? Well, if it is stuck in there and you try to pull it out, now you've made a play on it, now it's over. The center fielder did the right thing. Absolutely, the center fielder did the right thing. Do I hate it? Absolutely. But it was the right call at the right time.
So Saturday night, we were at the casino in Cincinnati, and we were watching it. But the TV above, so Mick was playing some blackjack, and I was just observing him play blackjack, just because he sat down at like a $25 table.
He has a really good poker face and doesn't smile at all.
Well, it was like he sat down at like a $25 table, and me and another guy were like, "Do they have like the 10-cent table? Because that's more of the radio,
What I play.
guy." Yeah,
That's what I play.
where are the penny slots? Like that's where I need to go. Even though that's really throwing your money away. At least blackjack, you can like. There's at least some semblance of skill to it, whereas slots is literally just purely.
No, slots will give you $5 and think you won something, and then.
But see, what slots doesn't know is if I won $5, done. I'm it. That's it. Gone. Never have to hear from me again. I'm out. Perfect. Never have to see me again. But it was funny. We were where it was. They had a TV on, but they were showing whatever the football game was that night. It wasn't even the Kentucky game. It was, I forget what the ABC game was. Georgia, Tennessee, or whatever it was. Not important. But we were like, eh. But the sports book was over probably 75 yards over to our left. So I kept walking over to see the game and just walking back and forth. But it was really funny hearing how the bar started splitting. You had the people that were cheering for the Dodgers, and then you had the people that were cheering for the Blue Jays. And it was just really fun seeing that because I don't know that any of these people were actually Dodgers or Blue Jays fans. But it was funny when they hit the home run to tie in the ninth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the bar, you just start hearing them, USA, USA. Like, this is what we're doing now? But what an outstanding series. What an outstanding baseball game.
Game 7 was absolutely fantastic.
I never thought it would go 7 games. I never thought the Blue Jays would have a chance, and they did.
They should, and you can play the coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, a lot of those guys are gonna beat themselves up over the offseason about, you know, I could have done this, I could have done that. But honestly, short of game, and I'm biased, but short of Game 7 of the 2016 World Series, you know, it's one of the best baseball games I've ever seen. It really was. There was drama. There were high moments. He was out at home, by the way, right? Right? He was out at home.
That's what they called, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But what I was thinking about that, that was the right call. That was the right call. Yeah, that's right call. But can you imagine if the review would have shown safe, because that would have won the World Series? Like, can you imagine that have been the most anticlimactic World Series ending either?
Well, yeah, and the whole offseason would have been the question.
Should replay decide, you know, blah blah blah.
And all you need to do is be like, safer out, and you know instantly. Mm-hmm. You would know instantly what you were talking about.
Like blue or yellow dress, right?
Right. It was black and gold, or blue and gold. But
no, it was blue and black. Page's catch was really good.
Yes.
Wasn't as good as T. Higgins' catch.
He died in left center, so
wasn't as good as T. Higgins' catch on Sunday, but it was a pretty darn good one for sure for Page's. But I just loved how it was a little bit of everything. And, you know, the game-winning home run by the Dodgers was hit by a Kentuckian.
Oh, all right.
Went to Louisville from Kentucky Country Day, and his name is Will Smith, which I don't know if you've seen the Will Smith stat.
Like 6 years now?
Yes, 6 years in a row that Will Smith has done it. Oh, Colin, did you see Colin Chandler from UK's dunk from last night?
I did not. Do I have to look it up?
I might have to. Here, I'm going to find it. I'm going to screen share because it is one of the better dunks.
While he's pulling that up, just want to give our thoughts and prayers to all those in Louisville. They're dealing with the huge, horrendous plane crash from yesterday. That was quite the traumatic episode, obviously, and our thoughts and prayers are with all of those first responders, especially that are having to clean through all of that mess and debris to try to find stuff. So,
yeah, 100%. 100%. It's I was driving to the UK game last night and I heard them talking about it, and just terrible. Just terrible. I got to mute this here while I pull this up. Do you have your why don't you do your player right now while I pull up this dunk?
Okay. So we have 2 players tonight. And there's a reason why we have 2 players, and I'll explain when I have to. So here is our first player.
That's not what I want to do.
Maybe. Hold on. There we go.
Let's do this. Okay.
All right. Two-time All-Star, two-time World Series, wore the number. Looks like he played for the Athletics for a while. Yankees, looks like maybe the Blue Jays. 51, 18, 8, 22, and 23.
Okay. 51.
And no, he is not. He is not a current player.
Only a two-time All-Star, though. That's not a lot.
For what it's worth, I thought this guy was much better than what his accolades show. Okay.
Okay, hit us with the next one here.
Here's the next one. His nickname was, I know it's small, I got you. His nickname was Caveman. Had a 56.3 WAR, nearly 3,000 hits, 2,800, 235 home runs, 284 batting average, stole 408 bases, and had a slash line of 284, 352, 433.
The Caveman. That's a lot of hits.
A lot.
I know this name, but I don't know that I could tell you who the Caveman is. Okay, next up.
All right, next up. Was born in 73, drafted by the Royals in the first round of the 1992 draft. Went to school at Dr. Phillips High School, played his first game August 12th, 1995, played his last game August 1st, 2012. He exceeded rookie limits during 1995.
From Kansas.
An outfielder that batted and threw left-handed from Fort Riley, Kansas. Turns 52 today.
I don't remember Mark mentioning anybody. Would this probably not have been a guy he'd have mentioned?
Actually, I'm kind of shocked he didn't because of his time with the Yankees.
Okay. I know this will be a name that because like the 95 thing.
You'll know who this is. You'll know who this is.
Yeah, I know. Do you have more on there?
Played for the Royals, Oakland, Boston, the Yankees, Detroit, Tampa Bay Rays, and Cleveland. And there are his awards and how he placed.
All-American.
Ignore the yellow. That's just where my mouse was.
It is Johnny Damon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good job, Paul. Johnny Damon, yep.
That's Johnny Damon. All right. Here's the second one, and I only included this guy because he's and this will probably give it away. He's one of my favorite players. He celebrates his birthday.
Ryan Sandberg.
No. Three-time All-Star, 1995 World Series, NLCS MVP, Silver Slugger, were the number 8, 18, and 23. And no, it's not Ryan Sandberg.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess he wore 8 for the Cubs.
Mm-mm.
Or he wore 23 for the Cubs?
He never played for the Cubs.
Oh, so someone you love that's not a Cub.
Correct.
Paul, who is the NLC? I'm kind of curious to see if Paul can remember who the NLCS MVP was in 1995 for the Braves without even knowing anything.
Without even going to the next slide?
Uh-huh. I don't know that because, like, this isn't like John Schmaltz or Tom Glavine, is it? No, because Tom Glavine's birthday is March 25th. I know that.
No, the next screen will give it away simply because of his position.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, no, it won't. Sorry, I forgot. I got
You liar.
29.7.
29. Ron Grant?
Nope. 29.7 WAR and Ron Gant, not Grant.
Ron Gant.
1,500 hits, 260 home runs. Another guy that I thought did way better than what his numbers show. 260 home runs.
Is he a catcher?
Catcher.
I was going to say the stolen base number is what makes me think a catcher.
Yeah.
Catcher for the Braves. Brian McCann?
No.
Yeah, see, this is you're going in the areas where I'm not as.
Born in 1970 in Puerto Rico. Debuted in 1992 and had played his last game in September 2nd, 06.
Yep. They got it, didn't they?
Absolutely. Love me some Javi Lopez, man. Javi was a beast, dude. I love it. All right, so there are two birthday boys today, Johnny Damon and Javi Lopez. Again, two guys that name-wise had a whole lot more power. Why are we weird now?
Because I'm trying to. Why is it not letting me share?
Oh, it's not letting you pull up the video.
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me try this again here. Oh, that's what I want.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, so you ready for Colin Chandler's dunk here?
Yes, let's see it.
Harrison was able to keep that one in play.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Chandler.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, my
That's a white boy
goodness!
dunk right
On
there,
his head.
Chandler just got Big Blue Nation on their feet with this emphatic slam.
Yeah.
Kentucky up big in the second
A
half.
white boy dunk.
Harrison was able to keep
The
that
white
one
boy
in
dunk.
play.
I love it.
Chandler.
So he's from Utah, Leroy.
My goodness!
Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. One of the better dunks. I was there, and that's one of the better UK moments that I've seen, at least in person, for what was kind of an ugly game. Other than that, Paul's stats of the week. We'll bring those for you right now, and he opens it up with a Bengals one. And not only that, but after since you talked about one of your favorites, I'll talk about one of mine. Chad Johnson should be a Hall of Famer. Former Bengal holds the team record for most career receptions with 751 from 2001 to 2010. And Paul, we should say the career record for now until Jamar Chase passes it here at some point. Nolan Ryan struck out 7 different pairs of fathers and sons throughout his career. Nolan Ryan struck out 7 different pairs of fathers and sons throughout his career. And Kobe Bryant was known to play his high school teammates 1-on-1 to 100 points. In his worst ever game, he won, what do you think?
No idea.
100 to 12. Those are Paul's facts/stats of the week. Good job, Paul. Those were some good ones today. Okay, you got some tidbits? Because actually, I was, and I'm going to tease this. We're not doing Now Here's the Guy. I've got a new game I want to try out with you. It was an idea I had, and I'm going to try it, and because I think it'll be kind of fun for you.
All right, so I've actually got some what do you call it, visual aids today. So we'll have to get to the share screen here in a second, but let's get to them here with our tidbits of the week. Oh, there we go. All right, Clayton Kershaw. His career comes to an end officially. 2014 MVP. What a career! 14 MVP. 2011 Triple Crown. 3-time World Series champ. Gold Glove winner. 3-time Cy Young Award winner. And 11-time All-Star. If that's not a ballot for a first round Hall of Famer, I'm not sure what is. Kershaw was an absolute.
Not only that, he should be unanimous.
Yes, Kershaw was an absolute beast, and what a just fantastic career. Now that he's retired, I can say, fantastic. But my goodness,
I'm glad he's gone. He killed the Reds.
Did you ever get to see him pitch in person?
No, I've seen Scherzer pitch twice, but I never did get to see Kershaw. And it was fun. We got to see Scherzer, and we were behind the plate. I got really good tickets one game, and it got to line up right behind the plate, and it was really interesting seeing Scherzer and the movement and pitches and so on. Fantastic,
crazy. All right, Nebraska football coach Matt Rule has signed a 2-year contract extension, taking him through the 2032 season, including a $15 million buyout this year. Now, I just want to say, that's our goal. We just need to be coaches in college football because you're going to get fired. It's inevitable. You're going to get fired. And that once you get fired, that buyout, they pay you to sit at home. Tell you what, rough life. LaMelo Ball was fined $35,000 for making an obscene gesture on the court during the Hornets' 144 to 117 loss to the Miami Heat last week. LSU and AD Scott Woodward decided to part ways. The move comes in the wake of the actual governor of Louisiana having criticism of Scott and declaring he wouldn't make the hire in the LSU football coaching search. You know you've made it when the governor of the state is like, hey.
That's such a weird scenario.
Very, very does Bashir care about UK?
Oh, yeah. But he knows better.
He knows better.
Yeah. Bashir is a UK guy.
Okay, all right. Jacksonville Jaguars placed Travis Hunter on the IR due to a knee injury. He'll miss a minimum 4 games. Miami Dolphins GM Chris Greer met and agreed to part ways. Greer was with the Dolphins since 2000 and has served as their general manager since 2016. How does Mike still have a job?
Mike McDaniel?
Yeah.
I
is he a lame duck? Like, there's no way they keep him after this year, right?
Yeah. I mean, he is. Yeah, probably just to make a lame duck without question.
Oh, Jordan laid into them about load management. Jordan said, "You play basketball for 2.5 hours out of the day. What are you doing for the other 21?" NBA referees will begin using headsets during regular season games for the first time. That way, Vegas can go, hey, call a foul, 42-second, call a foul. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Ja Morant has been suspended for 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team. Suspension comes as a result of Grizzlies coach Tuma Lucillo challenging Morant's leadership and effort in a post-game exchange after last week's loss to the Lakers. Morant responded in a tone deemed inappropriate. Auburn fired their head coach Hugh Freeze. He'd gone 6-16 in the SEC over 3 seasons and 15-19 overall. And as Sam Gormley will tell you, that does not cut it in the SEC. Doesn't cut it in
Kentucky.
Doesn't cut it in the Big Ten either. But I digress. Jaden Daniels hurt. I feel like we say this every year, but injuries really aren't up. I know it seems like they are, the recency bias, but they're really not up. And here's a look. That's not what I want, but here's a look at the concussions for you. Well, there we go. And as you can see, down.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that has to do with the game getting safer with tackling and so on.
Yep. So, let's see what else we got for you. The Braves have named Walt Weiss their new head coach. 4 of the 5 Super Bowl favorites lost this last weekend. Chiefs, Colts, Packers, and Lions.
Colts really a Super Bowl favorite. It's amazing, though. Somebody loses.
I know. Where's Malone, man? Doesn't appear when they lose. Crazy.
They lose, and he is very quiet.
Doesn't show up, man. Cowboys traded Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson was traded from the Bengals to the Cowboys this week. Jacoby Myers was traded to the Jaguars in exchange for a 4th and 6th round pick. Sauce Gardner was traded to the Colts for 2 first-round picks, and Quinnen Williams was traded to the Cowboys from the Jets, who cleaned house and then went to the press and said, "We're not cleaning house." Your thoughts on Logan Wilson, though, Sam?
Yeah, it stinks. He was a favorite of Bengals fans. He kind of lost his step over the last year or so. It's a little interesting. I don't really know why he wasn't playing as much as he was. But
put up Steven's comment again.
Yeah.
Tom Brady says his dog is a clone of his family's previous dog that died in 2023. Every time Tom Brady does something weird, he out-weirds himself with something else.
Yeah.
Cubs left-handed starter Shota Imanaga is entering free agency. I look forward to seeing him in Los Angeles. Kyle Larson wrapped up his NASCAR championship this weekend. He's the first driver to win the NASCAR championship and compete in the Indy 500 in the same year. Speaking of IndyCar, Marco Andretti, famous grandson of Mario and son of Michael, has announced his retirement from auto racing. The Arizona Cardinals are placing Kyler Murray on injured reserve due to a foot injury. And Alex Ovechkin reached another historic milestone in his career with 900 goals. Those are my tidbits.
All righty, your new game today. You ready for this?
Yes. I do. You know what? We can do this, and then I've got something else I got to pull up. I forgot to grab, but let's do this first.
My goodness, you're kind of needy. Got a lot of stuff here.
I'm excited. I came prepared for tonight.
Okay. New game. I have got a list here of colleges. And Leroy, you got to tell me, is this a real college?
Oh, you are going.
Or is
You
this
are
a
going.
fake?
All right, let's get to it.
Did you hear it? So it is very simple.
Real college or
it
fake
is
college?
real college or fake college.
Is this D1 or is this all of them?
No, none of these will be D1.
Okay, all right.
None of these will be D1. So very well, I could put up UIS, Illinois Springfield, or something like that. But see, that could be the positive, is these could be ones that Illinois Springfield plays, and The first one on the list, Leroy, is Central Cascades University. Central Cascades University. Is it real or is it fake?
I'm going to say it's real.
He is going to say it's real. We can't wait on the comments just because we'll be here forever on this.
I feel
Leroy,
like this is a school out in New York.
It is not real. Not real. Not real.
I already love this show. I already love this.
Houston Tillotson University.
Houston Tillotson?
Tillotson University. Houston Tillotson University. Is it real or is it fake?
I'm going to say it's real simply because you couldn't make up Tillotson to save your life. So I'm going to say it's real.
Would it help you if I had ChatGPT make this list? Real or fake?
Fine, I'll say fake.
Paul thinks it's real. You're saying it's fake. And it's real. It is in Texas.
See,
Tillotson University. Cumberland Bay College. Cumberland Bay College. Is it real or is it fake?
No.
You saying it's fake?
Yes.
Ah, you're right. It is fake. Next up, Sewell Ross State University. Sewell Ross State University. Is it real or is it fake?
The Sewell Ross fans are losing their mind right now. I'll say real.
He says it's real. You are correct. It is real. For bonus points, what state is it in?
South Carolina.
No, Texas. Blue Ridge Polytechnic. Blue Ridge Polytechnic. Yes. Blue Ridge Polytechnic. He says it's real. And you are incorrect. That is fake. That is fake. Northwest Nazarene University.
Thank goodness.
Northwest Nazarene University.
That's real.
That's real. Oh, very confident.
There's like 18 Nazarene universities all across I'm going to say that's real.
You are correct. It is real. For bonus points, where is it?
This is crazy. I absolutely love this.
Where is it?
Tennessee.
It's in Idaho. Not even close. Next up, Lake Superior State University. Lake Superior State
also
University.
Real. UIS played them. They wear blue and gold. They are also
You're welcome. You're welcome. Barton Hill College. Barton Hill College.
Fake.
Correct. It is fake. New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology. New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology.
New Mexico MNT. Yes, that's real.
You are correct. What state is that one in?
I'm hoping New Mexico.
Wrong, North Dakota. Midwestern Maritime Institute. Midwestern Maritime Institute.
They seem so ridiculous. I'll go fake.
You are correct. That is fake. That is
fake.
There you go.
Thank goodness.
You did pretty well on that. You did pretty well on that. What'd you think? Fun?
I like it. I like it. I like it.
There you go. Because there's really no skill between that at all. It's all luck.
No. Let me figure out these
All
last.
luck.
Let me show you this last little bit of stuff. Hold on, and then we'll go back to.
Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Cal State Northridge beat Bethesda because they were probably busy making a video game. 113-37, I think, was the actual final score. But this is a very legit graphic. Now, mind you, Bethesda started 5 and were playing the second of 2 games back to back. But they got beat so bad they didn't even put the score up on their schedule for their season on their website. They were just like, nah, we're good. We're good on that. All right, chance to make the college football playoffs. Look at this: Indiana, Ohio State, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Oregon, BYU, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Vandy has a 30% chance after losing to Texas on Sunday. Here is our Week 11 12-team college football bracket projection. Memphis versus Georgia, Oregon versus Texas Tech, Virginia versus Ole Miss, Notre Dame versus BYU. Indiana will take on the winner, Texas A&M, Ohio State, and Alabama.
I do love Notre Dame at BYU is an interesting matchup. The Catholics versus the Mormons. That is an interesting matchup right there.
Just imagine the crap talking in that game, man.
Well, the Mormons they can't crap talk, can they? I don't really know.
So there we go. There's our that was the rest of my tidbits.
Okay, time for a little bit of play clock segment where we get to ask or answer a question that the other person does not know what is coming. And for my sake, too, I don't even know what's coming because I'm going to just have Leroy pick a number.
For what
okay,
it's worth, that's what I posted that on from the Pressbox and made a joke about how that's what my team grew up to be. Was Bethesda.
Yeah, pretty much. Would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first. Okay. The New York City Marathon was this weekend. Benson Kipruto from Kenya won in 2 hours and 8 minutes. Helen Obiri from Colorado in 2 hours and 19 minutes. So my question to you, Sam, is how long would it take you to finish the New York Marathon?
I have not a clue. I mean,
when was the last time you ran?
I have not. I don't run. I only run if I'm being chased, and that's not the case like ever. I mean, how long does it take to walk 26.2 miles? That would be the only thing that it would be. I think I could walk it. I would be really sore, obviously, by the end of it, kind of thing. But I think I walk about. Let's say I do 3 miles an hour. So what's that? 8.5 hours, 9 hours, something like that. I have no idea. Not a clue.
Steven Smith says 12 days, so
I can drive it if that helps.
Drive it in 30 minutes.
1 to 20.
20.
Okay. This is so ChatGPT is given like categories and split these up.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to just ask you how this makes you feel. The one you've picked is under the category of uncomfortable or personal.
Oh, no. All right. Yeah, let's go.
How about this? I'll give you the opportunity. Do you want to change or do you want to let it roll?
No, I'll let it roll. Let's do it.
I don't think this one's bad. Would you rather be truly understood by one person or liked by everyone?
Liked by everyone. No one understands me anyway, so it works out just fine. I'm on the radio and I'm a news guy, so I'm already used to everybody hating me and throwing a fit about the things that I write. And right now, the only person that understands me is my cat. So I'll go with just having everybody like me. That way I can write what I want to and not have to worry about whether or not I'd be all right with everyone liking me. That way I could just do my broadcast and not have people go, gosh, he's awful as a broadcaster. Like, why did he even pick this job? Go with that.
Don't hate, Paul. Don't hate. hey, it gives some good questions. Plus, we've been doing this now for 2.5 years. We've ridden through so many questions that I mean, I used to have on my phone a notes app, a notes list of, and it probably got up to 75 questions of just things that I'd think of and add, and we've gone through them all. He's here for originality. Well, you've come to the wrong show, Steven. You've come to the wrong show.
Just for what it's worth, all mine are still original. So
good. You want a cookie?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you got one over the weekend. You got a brownie.
I did get a brownie. All right. So I got a little bit of a build-up for mine, so you got to bear with me.
Oh, boy.
This weekend marked the IHSA first round of the football playoffs. Okay. The school Porta took on.
Is this the referee thing?
Maybe.
Where a referee blew a call?
Well, no.
Okay.
No. Porta played a school called Fairfield. Porta was losing 8-6. Fairfield had a stop. Porta raced down the field and snapped the ball, and went down, and they were able to get down into field goal range. And fourth down happened, and they moved forward and didn't get the first down. And no one realized it. So they let them play another play, and a field goal was kicked. Porta wins the game 9-8. It isn't revealed until after the game that they were given 5 downs to get that field goal and to win the game. You are the head of IHSA. What is your decision on this? And then I'll tell you what actually happened afterwards. But what's your call?
That's on the coach. That is on the other team's coach for not having somebody that is keeping an eye on that stuff. Because that is on the other team's coach to know what down it is and so on. And I mean, listen, you lost. Like, you can't blame everything on the officials in a scenario like that. They're human. Did they make a big mistake? Yeah, but that's also on the coach and the players for not knowing, hey, that's fourth down, and going to the ref and saying, yo, that's fourth down. That's our ball. We win the game. So, yeah, and plus, it's not like you can go back in and change the result of that game because that just creates a precedent that is not one that you want.
For what it's worth, the IHSA completely agreed with Sam and said, what's done is done. Y'all should have protested when it actually happened. You didn't protest till after the game. Porta wins 9-8. Now, it's IHSA playoffs, so Porta's going to get their absolute butts kicked in this week. But a lot of people throwing a fit about it, and I tend to agree with you, Sam. Like, there's 80 people over on that sideline on any given football game, and not a single one of them realized that it was the 5th down. Come on now.
1-19.
2.
Number 2. The category is, and I'll give you the opportunity if you want to switch. I've not read the question yet. Hard to answer thought starters.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
What's a belief you held 10 years ago that you've completely reversed on? That's a good question.
What's a belief that I had 10 years ago that I don't hold true anymore? That people are inherently good. No, people are inherently evil with a little bit of good mixed in. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
You're doing a great job.
I tell you what, we don't talk about it here, but I truly believe that most politicians think that they're doing the right thing for their people.
Paul, this was exactly that was exactly what I was going to say. The DH in the National League is something that 10 years ago I was very anti, and now that we have it, I love it.
Oh, I still hate it.
I love it.
I still hate it.
Like, that's it. The exact one that came to mind for me. The exact one that came to mind. Unbelievable. Great minds think alike. You got any autographs before we do some picks?
I do, and we're kind of changing things up for autographs today. So if you, I'll just show you here. All right, all you gotta do is tell me who is.
That's not an autograph. Oh, there's. Oh, is it George Strait? I don't know.
An autograph right there.
George Jones. I have no idea.
He's a really famous movie actor. There's also a theme.
I don't have any idea who that is. Gene Hackman. Okay. Yep. I think Steven's right. If this is movies, you're talking to the wrong guy. I am.
Yeah, yes, but you of all people should see the movie Hoosiers. So
yeah, I wouldn't have. I just wouldn't have. He's not dressed like Hoosiers in there.
All right, here's the second one.
Well, that's not what's his name? Mustache guy from Blue Bloods. What's his name? Who am I thinking of?
I don't know who you're thinking.
Tom Selleck? That's not
that's
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Do I know who I don't think I even know who the hell this guy is. Do I?
When you get me with colleges, the way you're feeling right now is how I feel. Just so you know.
Robert Redford.
Thank goodness for Stephen Smith, man. You'd be lost without him. Here's number 3.
Okay, that guy looks familiar.
Thank God.
He looks familiar. I don't know what his name is.
He hasn't seen that. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't want to see these.
Sam's too cool to see movies.
Yep. Paul's right. This is the guy who just died off Cheers, right?
Yes. What's his name?
I knew that. I like his face looked familiar. Yep, Norm.
Absolutely. So,
good job, Steven.
What's the theme?
Were all their birthday today or something?
Nope.
Gene Hackman, George Wendt, and
Robert
Redford. They all win best act. No, like best comedic actor or something.
They all died in 2025.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna struggle if it's actors. That's just you're going to the one aspect of it where I am just completely clueless with it.
Great. I'm pulling up hockey players next week.
Well, Paul's gonna get mad at that too, because he'll have nothing on that either. The pick contest from last week, we actually didn't recap it, and we all got 4 points last week.
I was going to say I did not do well last week. I already know I didn't do well.
The overall standings, I have 66, America 64, Leroy, you have 54. Really quickly, we'll recap last week. Leroy and America went with the Cougs against Hart County, and the Cougs, they should have won the game. They should have won the game. They should have pulled off the upset in Munfordville, but they did not. They lose 14-13 in a heartbreaking loss. I pick Rochester, and I mean, Taylorville, like one play away, right? Like play here, play there, and they win the game, right?
Guys. Listen, I am all about running up the score. If you can't beat us, then you should play better, right? It was 21-0, 2.5 minutes into the game. I'm not exaggerating. Rochester was up 21-0, 2.5 minutes into the game, and then they kicked an onside kick.
Hell yeah.
And recovered it.
Hell yeah.
And shut up. That's awful. That's poor at the high school level. That's poor sportsmanship.
God, that's awful.
They had a 99-yard punt return for a touchdown that he dropped, picked up, looked up, and I'm not kidding. He could have walked into the he could have walked the good 20 yards and not been. I don't know how he was that open.
I really wish there was a way we could have the Cougs and the Tornadoes play. I think it'd be a good football game. I think
Taylorville was down 42-7 at the end of the first. 42-7 at the end of the first.
Boys basketball, Grayson would smack you. There's no question about that. Girls basketball, maybe we can do a girls basketball game. Get Steven Smith, get Hannah out there tearing up the Tornadoes. We all picked Auburn. We were all wrong against Kentucky there. We all picked the tops, got the point there. The NFL was not important. America picked North Carolina. They got the point there. I was the lone person to pick Texas. Got the point there. We all went with the Bills. And Leroy, you were the lone person to pick the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys. And I think, didn't we peer pressure you into that?
I don't know if you did or not.
I thought we did. We may have. But regardless, you did. So we all got 4-4-4. So this week, first game. Leroy, are we going to... America technically is in line to pick the Taylorville game this week. But since there is no Taylorville game, do we want to let America pick the Coug game? I don't know. Sum up 2 points. I don't know that we should let them.
I want Paul to pick a random game this week. Paul, pick a random game this week.
So to be the Taylor for me and America to pick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Paul, there you go. Pick a random game, and Leroy will pick this. So Paul, pick a college or an NFL game.
College or NFL, Paul. I want Paul to pick.
If the Cougs somehow win this week, Leroy, Grayson County at 4-6 goes to play the 8-2 Owensboro Red Devils in the opening round of the Class 5A playoffs. Who you got?
Owensboro.
Leroy, you talk about running up the score. I'm worried.
It's going to be brutal.
I'm worried. So Owensboro, 4 years ago or so in the first round of the playoffs, they beat Breckenridge County, who's to the north of us. And the final score of that game was 86-6.
And Rochester could have put up 130 easily, I think.
And that's my thing. Who the hell does 86 points benefit anybody?
Nobody. And the thing is so we played running clock for the whole second half. And it's got to be one of those things where as coaches, you say, hey, it's start of the second quarter. We're down by 30 points. Let's just call it.
Paul wants Georgia Southern at Appalachian State for his pick at App State. So, Leroy, you do not pick this game.
Right.
You do not pick this game, but
for what it's worth, I'd take App State.
He takes App State. I will also take App State in this game. Although now that you said that you are picking them, I almost want to pick Georgia Southern. So, Steven and Paul and America.
I don't get to pick. So.
You get to pick between Georgia State and App State. This is tomorrow night, too. Tomorrow night. See who you want to pick in this game between those two squads. Leroy, while they're picking, Kentucky on Saturday night hosts Florida at old K. Roger Field. Paul's picking Georgia Southern. Steven, if you're still there and haven't gone to sleep yet, we'll take your pick as well. Or this might just be Paul's stats of the week, Paul's picks of the week, which is, I think, what he wants. He's been wanting his picks of the week for years now. Maybe he told that. Games I don't care about for 500. He's taking App State. Are we going to do a coin flip to break their tie here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to use my phone. So home team is App State, so that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
So their heads?
Yep.
Flip a coin. Okay. For some reason, it did not read it. It does not say it out loud, but it says tails. So they're going with the road team, which is Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is this. Kentucky against Florida. Leroy, who you got?
Florida.
It's in Lexington. Kentucky hasn't won a home SEC game in like 95 years. I'm going to take Florida. Aren't you a Florida fan, Paul? Isn't Paul a Florida fan? Or am I making that up?
I don't think so.
I think Paul kind of likes Florida. Is that right? So yeah, make your pick in the comments for Florida and Kentucky game in Lexington. Both Leroy and myself are picking that. Paul is picking Kentucky.
Florida fan, my foot.
Steven is picking Florida. So since it's a tie, it goes to us. Since we both pick Florida, Florida is America's pick for this week. Northwestern travels to Southern California to take on USC. Leroy, I will take the Trojans.
I will also take USC.
USC and Northwestern.
Our quarterback leads the Big Ten in most interceptions.
I was right. Wasn't crazy there. I knew he had a Florida connection there.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, our quarterback.
And he'll throw 3 on.
Throw 3 in the first quarter. Hey.
Steven is picking USC in this game. Paul's not picking Northwestern. I'm just going to go ahead and put in USC here. There's no chance Paul's putting in. Sorry, Paul. If you want to pick them, it doesn't matter because it would go to a tie. No WKU game. No Bengals game.
Oh, can't lose. Can't lose.
Disappointed. The Bears host the Giants. Oh, Paul's actually picking Northwestern. But it's a tie, and it goes to USC anyways. Bears hosting the Giants.
These two have such interesting matchups. It's crazy how much of a rivalry the Bears Giants have, and there's no reason why. Like, do you have a rivalry with any team that you're like, even though like it shouldn't exist?
Oh, I'd have to think about that.
What about the Cowboys? Like, obviously it's the Cowboys, right? But like
the NFL.
No, like the Bears and the Giants just don't like each other, and it's crazy to me. Like they shouldn't have a right. I tell you what, both Sam and I were not happy. How do you put up 47 points and Rome gets 0?
Because I was starting him.
Get out of here, man! What are y'all doing?
Who are you taking?
His dad apparently went to Twitter and threw like this giant fit about how he wants Rome. It's funny. Everybody thought Caleb's dad was going to be like an absolute jerk on Twitter. It's been Rome's dad the whole time.
Who are you picking?
Bears.
I will also take the Bears in the Bears-Giants. Bears-Giants. Steven's going to take the Bears.
It's such a weird rivalry.
And you know what? I got to pick one of my games. And since you gave Paul a pick, Steven, I'm going to let you take one of my 2 games. So pick a random college or NFL game that you want us to pick, and I'll let you do it. But not before my first one. Southern Mississippi travels to Arkansas State. Leroy.
Can I have the records, please?
No, you cannot. Because I don't have them in front of me. Doesn't actually matter. Southern Miss is 6-2. Arkansas State is 5-4. The game is at Arkansas State.
Southern Miss.
Leroy's taking Southern Miss in this game. I will also take USM in this game. So again, Southern Miss at Arkansas State. Paul is taking Southern Miss, so USM will be America's pick. What is your first game of the week?
The Philadelphia Eagles heading to Green Bay to take on the reeling Green Bay Packers.
They're not purple, Steven. They're red, but you can pick them if you think they're purple. They're the Red Wolves, is their nickname. We are literally so far, Leroy, the same on all of these. So because of that, I will take the Packers just because I know you're picking the Eagles. So I'm just going to take the Packers just to be different.
We've known each other long enough now.
Will we? Leroy, will you allow UK U of L basketball? They play on Tuesday. Will you allow that to be one of our games of the week?
Allowed.
Okay. Yeah, we'll start picking some basketball games here soon of high school. So yeah, we'll allow Kentucky at Louisville.
Oh yeah, we will. Absolutely.
I'll allow it.
The biggest thing is I'm switching from girls to boys this year.
Oh.
Because our new guy has never called basketball in his life. And if he calls boys, it might kill him.
Eagles is going to be Steven, do you have a pick in Packers Eagles? And that will set it up. We might have to do a coin flip if you don't agree with Paul for this. Kentucky at Louisville while we're doing that, Leroy, in basketball.
UK.
I could give you their records. Kentucky is 1-0. Louisville is 1-0.
UK.
I mean,
the day I take Louisville is the day
Eagles is America's
I root for Green Bay.
Okay, Paul and Steven. I know Steven's picking Kentucky, so Paul, it really doesn't matter. You can pick Louisville if you want, but you know what? I'm not go Big Blue. What a shock. Paul's being a heel. He's going to pick U of L. It's a tie because Steven's going to pick the Cats. It's a tie. We both said Kentucky.
I hate this so much.
Okay. Go to what is your final game?
All right, we head to the college world as number 8 BYU heads down to Texas to take on the Texas Tech.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Number 8 versus number 9.
I don't like this.
I don't care.
God, this is an 11 a.m. game. That's disgusting.
Ew.
So it's BYU at Texas Tech.
Cougars versus Red Raiders.
I'm going to take Texas Tech. Paul is taking BYU. Steven is taking Texas Tech.
And I'm taking BYU.
Leroy's taking BYU. So that goes to a coin flip. Texas Tech is at home.
They are the heads.
Flip a coin.
Show us.
Heads. So the home team, Texas Tech, is
I missed
America's
the sound
pick.
effect. That's the only thing I need the.
Yeah, well, usually I use my ALEXA, and I don't know why Siri isn't giving me it. Usually Siri makes the sound too. Okay, that is it. Leroy's picking Owensboro against the Cougs. We're picking against the Cougs. You sure?
Don't you start.
You haven't. You've picked how many straight? What is that? 1 week straight? 1, 2. No, okay. You've picked the Cougs a lot this year.
I got yelled at last year when I didn't.
You did like 5 out of the last 6 games. You've picked the Cougs, but you go against them this week. Brian Jones,
with me, Gormley.
Like I said, Brian Jones is probably going to be playing that up in the locker room right now. This random radio guy from Illinois doesn't think you guys can win.
Yoshi Yamamoto was the World Series MVP. He's the first pitcher to win the award since 2019.
He deserved it.
I wanted to give Steven a little bit more Dodger lore. Have you signed all of the free agents yet this year, Steven?
Well, I mean, that's where your boy's going, right? In Managa?
Oh, yeah. There's already 30 Japanese over there. Apparently you can't say that.
And this will be our final episode of From the Pressbox because Leroy has been canceled.
Drive to left field that makes the score 4-0 in favor of the Reds.
And you're never going to be putting this headset back on again.
That's what they're called.
Japanese. Paul had finally gotten over the finger, and now your comments is gonna maybe have to force him back to see Steven doesn't know the lore of the finger. Finger.
It was a finger. That
so
gel
Steven,
on the front, gel.
This is what like first 10 shows, right?
Like week 3.
Yeah, in the first 10 shows, Leroy shared his computer screen for whatever reason. I don't remember as to what
and
it
was. There was a meme. Steven, I'll send you the meme. It's funny.
It is a meme, and it was a full-on phallic picture on Leroy's
It
screen.
was a finger.
Full-on phallic picture at Leroy's screen, and it went up on there. Thankfully, now that Facebook has deleted all of those old shows, it's gone. I guess it might still be on the YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know if we had started streaming to YouTube at that point. So the first 3 months of our shows are gone.
Oh, that's a shame.
And there was just a phallic picture on our screen. And Paul Reeves had to go to therapy for a year and a half to get over the scarring that Leroy had done for him.
I'm just saying. Not my fault. It was a darn finger.
Paul says the hate speech will send me back down a bad spiral of depression. Glad I got good insurance and a therapist.
Oh, shut up.
Oh boy, that's.
I want to send it to Steven like right now. I'm gonna.
Oh. I don't know if Steven wants to see it now.
Well, no, I'm sending it because it's funny. That's I sent it to him. I sent it to him on Messenger. That's the image.
Steven says, "Toughen up, Buttercup."
Yeah, absolutely.
We are less than a month away from high school basketball season starting. I know tomorrow.
How are you feeling about your season?
Tomorrow, I'm taking pictures for the basketball team. Boys' expectations, Leroy, are sky high. And Steven will back me up here. Leroy, the Cougs have a chance to be really freaking good. I saw one outlet.
If you saw us the Cougars before,
one outlet had them as 17th in the state preseason.
Wow.
They are a legit contender to do something special. I talked to the coach a week or two ago, and he said offensively, 16th in the state. That is a good question from Paul. Why do you still have quick access to that picture?
I went and looked it up.
16th in the state. Yeah, they are.
The boys. Just a finger.
The boys are going to be really, really good. Girls, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little worried about them. They're not very deep. I think they've got a solid 5, maybe a solid 6. But if they're in foul trouble, I think there could be some concerns. But offensively, I've heard that the boys are looking really good. Really good.
We have the coach's son is going to play D1. He's a sophomore. I just know he's going to play D1. So, but he's had a couple injuries already in his time. So this team will live and die off of this kid. If the kid plays well, the team plays well.
Sound like the Racing Girls.
If he doesn't, I don't necessarily know if they have anybody else that can step up. And this is from the press box. We can talk about stuff that we see. It's crazy to me that you can see the people that make the jump to the next level. They're the ones that are going to be practicing more. It was so funny because I had a discussion with the girls, and the girls were like, he never lets us shoot during practice. And it struck me as odd because I was like, no, you're supposed to shoot during your own time. Practice is for practicing plays and working on fundamental, team stuff. And it just struck me because the 2 people that I've seen go play Division I basketball, because I've seen 2 now, they were the ones that stayed 30 minutes after every practice. They were the ones that were always first there. They're the ones that are putting in the work. I don't think I've seen too many people that have been talented that have not been putting in the work on top of it. Have you ever seen anybody that's just
no? Yeah, usually the hardest workers, the ones that go the furthest.
Yeah, and that's what blows my mind is this kid, the coach's son, would shoot 100 free throws after every single game as a 6th grader. Like the team, like the coach would finish up coaching the game. Everyone would leave. He'd grab a ball and he'd shoot 100 free throws afterwards. And I remember passing him the ball, and talking to him a little bit, about why he loves basketball and whether or not I said, if you're here because your dad's making you like blink twice, but like, it's crazy to me that the people that are really, really good don't take it for granted. They still put in all the hard work. All the people that you see, and that's what gets me about going to the Bears-Bengals game this week. The athleticism that you see from the guys that have made it to the NFL is insane. It truly, like, and even in the NFL, you have guys that are way above the average NFL player. But for me, seeing that athletic ability in person blows my mind. That opening kickoff return for a touchdown. You said, he only does it like once, maybe twice a year that he's got a good kickoff return. Otherwise, he's fairly average, right? But you could see that opening a mile away. The catch that was made, the interception that was made from Flacco's throw, when you watch that on TV, it looks like the Bears player just jumped into the middle of the screen and grabbed the ball. Watching it in person, those two Bears players read that the whole way and just kind of waited for the ball to come down, and they made the catch. It's crazy the difference that you see from TV to what you see in person, because the athleticism is so much more on display when you're watching it live than when you're watching it on TV. It's crazy to me. It's just the talent level is insane.
Yeah, well said. Next week, we'll talk more about who knows what else could come up in the next week. Maybe the Cougs will pull off a big upset and we'll be celebrating next Wednesday.
Are you having Jungle Juice next week?
Yes. Mick's on vacation. So he leaves bright and early in the morning. He just didn't want to do it this week. I was like, whatever, that's fine.
You don't got to justify to me, man. I just thought it was, I loved your. If the Bengals can take a week off, so can we.
I make a good joke every now and then.
This morning he laughed.
I can make a good joke every once in a while. Look forward to it next week. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate y'all.